back, guys, to the movie pod. Today, we're back on Star Wars, our probably most common thing to talk about, and Andor Season 2 trailer. This comes out at the end of Daredevil, so when's that? May?
Yeah. So the first episode of Andor streams on the final episode of Daredevil, something
yes.
like that, so that'll be interesting.
At least we're going back to having a show to watch every week. It's been a bit of a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah.
We had Skeleton Crew,
which we didn't watch weekly. Yeah, so the last thing we watched weekly was what, Ahsoka? Our Acolyte.
And then Season 3 of Mando?
Acolyte. Which wasn't very good.
We tried it. We started it.
I watched it weekly. You didn't watch it weekly. The last show you watched
No, we started Acolyte. We did 1 and 2 together. And we liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it went downhill.
And then it went downhill.
Yeah.
We were defending it.
We were after episode 1 and 2.
We were saying that it had something.
But yeah, no.
That's our last big thing.
So yeah, and Ahsoka Season 2 was the last show we watched weekly that we were actually invested.
Season 2, we were just talking about that before hitting. Andor is pretty much anything we get this year, right?
Yeah,
From Star Wars.
Yeah, we'll see what they announce at Celebration. Obviously, I'm attending Celebration this year, so I'll be able to upload. I'm going to have all the vlogs. I can't wait. Not long now. It's like, until Celebration, it's like 40-something days. 30-something days till I actually go to Japan. So, yeah, it's getting close. Yeah, the Andor Season 2 trailer is out. It just came out, and we've also got another big thing to talk about.
Yes.
Big
day for Star Wars. We haven't had one in a while.
We haven't done an episode like this in ages. We've got Andor Season 2 to react to, and then we've got some big news, which I swear this news comes around at least once a year. Kathleen Kennedy stepping down as Lucasfilm president, but this time it's actually real. It actually is real this time. She said it. We'll get into it all, so stay around for the back half of the episode where we dive into that. But let's first react to the Andor Season 2 trailer and discuss it.
Do you remember much of Season 1? Do you remember the ending? Do you remember...
Yeah, I do.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, I'll probably rewatch some of it. 2022, I think? Yeah, it was 2022. It was All Things Podcast, and it was one of, like, your first episodes you came on, was Andor. One of the first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
a long time ago now. Andor Season 1's grown on me over time. When it first came out, I wasn't fussed on it, but I appreciate it a lot more now. It's a great show. It really is. Obviously, I still claim that it should feel more like Star Wars. I'm hoping they kind of fix that with Season 2. Just having more aliens. A simple thing like that. Yeah, exactly. Like Tony Gilroy, great at his job, but he literally said he doesn't like Star Wars and he doesn't want to put Star Wars lore in his Star Wars show. So why are you making a Star Wars show, dude? Just go make a sci-fi thriller or something.
Look, I didn't know he said that.
Yeah, he said that. He said he doesn't like Star Wars and he doesn't want to make a Star Wars show. Yet he's making a Star Wars show. So he purposely doesn't put Star Wars things in the Star Wars show.
That then hurts the core fan base.
Yeah, look, Andor was a great show,
it's not
but
that big a deal.
It's not, but it's still, I'm watching a Star Wars show, I want it to feel like Star Wars. And that's not lightsabers and all force sensitives everywhere. Just a few Star Wars aliens, stuff like that. Not having rifles, but having blasters. They had guns in Season 1. It's Star Wars, dude. They have blasters. Anyway, Andor Season 2. I am hyped for it. We'll probably get... It comes out April 22, so less than a month.
I'm only going to be able to watch 1 episode.
Yeah, and he's off to Europe, so...
And then I'll miss 2, so I'll have to play catch-up.
They'll probably release them early at Celebration, because it's a few days before the Celebration, so I'll probably get them early.
You just get to watch the full episode.
Yeah, probably.
You just get to stand there in a field of people.
Yeah, they usually do that.
Big room.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Big, sick atmosphere.
Yeah, cool, sure.
Alrighty, Andor Season 2 though, let's react to the trailer.
We're in a war. You wanna fight? Or you wanna win? Last night a dream.
James Gunn trailer.
Yeah, why does that music sound so much like something James Gunn would do? And why is that music actually in a Star Wars thing? Oh my god, this is what I mean. How it doesn't feel like Star Wars. I literally was talking about it. No, I know this is only a trailer, but Star Wars doesn't have lyrical songs, man. They have soundtracks.
How are you going to pick one person on Earth to represent all of space?
Oh.
All I hope's to come to me.
It's a cool song, but like it doesn't belong in Star Wars. But alright, it's just a trailer. Krennic, there's a Death Star.
still got that cinema look.
Yeah, the quality, and it was very good quality. I praise it for that.
I suppose it's easy when you don't have to do the makeup or the CGI for Alien.
Yeah, just having I don't even think we've seen one Alien.
Remember this moment. You're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
It's definitely a switch up from what we saw last season. I think the pacing is going to be a lot more. It feels more action. What's with the orange?
So okay. With Andor season 2, episodes are coming out 3 episodes a week for 4 weeks. So there's 12 episodes. We're only going to get 4 weeks of Andor, 3 episodes a week. That's a
what
lot.
You wanted to wait to tell
That's
me.
a lot. Yeah. So people do breakdowns and stuff. I feel so sorry for them. New rock stars on Screen Crush, Star Wars Theory. They're gonna have to be working hard. 3 episodes in 1 week to do. And Andor episodes are usually long.
I'm gonna miss 9 episodes.
You're gonna miss 9 episodes. That's crazy, dude. So basically, every 3 episodes is a year. And then once they get to episode 12, it'll be the start of Rogue One. So it's leading right into Rogue One. So every 3 episodes is 1 year. So they do it. That's why they're doing 3 episodes a week. It's an arc.
Okay, I get it, but are they gonna miss out on a lot? Is it gonna be rushed? Sorry. Is it gonna be rushed? Is each story arc gonna be fulfilled enough? Like, yeah, you can definitely do enough in a 3-episode story arc. But then we know that we're just gonna continuously get 3-episode story arcs.
I guess what I mean, yeah.
When you watch like a 24-episode season, you might have like a 6-episode arc for a side character who like it's weird. 3 episodes per year. There's a lot you can miss out on.
Yeah.
Could they not split it in half and do a 3rd season?
Which was an idea at first, but Tony Gilroy didn't want to do that.
I mean, I would trust that the idea in their head works.
And Andor was a show that they didn't rush and was really quality driven. So I hope they don't.
Was there the time jumps in the 1st season?
No, not really. It was just happened over a year.
I understand we've already got like a full story arc for Cassian. Are we going to get another one? Are we going to get another story arc for him, or is each 3 story arcs going to be his friends, like the people around him?
And it's
Who's
the rebels. Episode 1 of season 2 will be about 4 years out because there's 4 arcs, every 3 episodes a year. We got the rebel crew. I know Tony Gilroy is not going to put them in there, but they're around at the time. They're fighting with the rebels, which is what Andor starts.
We could see Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Ghost Crew.
Yeah,
I just don't think
we
we
saw
will.
him before in Mando.
Zeb.
It's been a while.
We should, but we
It'd be nice
won't because it's Tony Gilroy,
that's the
and
thing.
he doesn't want to put Star Wars lore in the show. He doesn't. Yeah.
And then every 3-episode arc that we get, if it's just about Cassian, what more can we get that's locked in for 3 episodes? Each problem that he has to overcome has to be beaten within his 3-story arc. And if it's not about him, then it's about somebody else.
We got a really cool shot of Krennic in front of
It looks all great.
It does. It's very cinematic. Krennic's obviously back. Krennic's in Rogue One.
Yeah.
So this would be near the end of the show because the Death Star is actually built. So this is like right as Rogue One is starting. This shot here. This would be towards the end of the show.
So we know there's not going to be a season 3?
There's no season 3, no.
That's what I mean. They could have.
They were going to, but Tony Gilroy didn't want to do a season 3.
That's fine.
He wanted to just season 2 and then go
I
away.
I respect that he told them not. No, like how easy it is for showrunners to be like, okay, 1 more season, 1 more year.
And Tony Gilroy, he's very quality-driven perfectionist. He's like the, I guess, Christopher Nolan, you could say, of TV shows.
At least in the sense of CGI, yeah.
Yeah, like it's very good quality. That looks like a shot out of a movie. That's very cinematic. We don't see that in Star Wars shows.
We should.
With the amount
of money they have,
exactly, especially with like the Obi-Wan show. I always go back to this concept. I always go back to this one every time. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show should have been the best quality show we got because it was about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. This is a show about Cassian Andor, some side character, mind you, from Rogue One, a random spin-off.
Yeah.
A side character from a Star Wars spin-off gets a insanely good quality show like that.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, the leading faces of the franchise, get the lowest budget for a show, no
the
care taken
importance-
care of.
Like you can argue the importance of this because it's the building of the Death Star too, but then the Obi-Wan show, he's protecting Luke,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Leia.
And Leia. Yeah.
Like his job is protecting Luke on Tatooine. We see a little bit of that, not as much as probably we could have, or we've seen in Legends where he's taking care of a lot more
Yeah.
on Tatooine
yeah,
for Luke.
Yeah.
But and then with the whole Leia thing, you'd think you'd think he'd be taken a lot more seriously than what it was. And then Andor, it'll be great, it'll be good, it'll be pretty. I don't know if it'll be. Curious for the budget.
It'll be probably high.
I'm curious on just the pacing. Maybe it needed 3 seasons. Maybe 3 story arc things. It's just going to be 2.
Yeah, like 3 episodes for 1 year. That's short.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they do.
And the character development in between is just going to be every story arc he's going to have to overcome being like a year older. And then
that's true. I'm hyped for it just because Andor was such a good quality show, and I'm so sick of getting bad quality Star Wars. So it's going to be refreshing to get good quality Star Wars again. We already know that for sure, that Andor's going to be good quality. This trailer proves that. Throughout the trailer, they throw up lots of quotes from a bunch of media companies that praise Andor Season 1. They do that a lot. So they're really holding on. Yeah, they're really holding on to how good Season 1 was with the critics, and really using that as their advertisement for the season, which is, But it does look good. It does look phenomenal.
it also means that the quality of the movies that we get that come out in the next few years should be better than this.
Which I don't see them being. A Mandalorian and Grogu movie after Mandalorian Season 3, I can't see the Mandalorian and Grogu being a good quality show. Even though Season 1 and 2 of Mando, best Star Wars show, the quality was awesome, and it was Star Warsy. It had Andor quality, but it had the Star Wars themes. And then Season 3 just took a massive step back and was like, what just happened? It was that middle bit with the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
They really screwed up Grogu. They really screwed up the story.
What happened in that? Was it just pre-COVID? Post-COVID?
Who knows? They really screwed it up. And I don't think you can blame it on COVID. Like, I mean, unless they wanted to rush it because they needed that money because of how much Season 1 and 2 brought. But then again, I just can't see The Mandalorian and Grogu being a good quality movie. But at least we got Andor, which is good quality. A show about Cassian Andor is the best quality thing we get from Star Wars these days. Crazy world we live in.
Yeah. Now, do you want to talk about the person in charge? Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy. She
Yeah,
has... So a few reports came out from actual Hollywood reporters, official ones, so we knew this was real or legit, somewhat legit, a few days ago, saying Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down from Lucasfilm president, retiring by the end of the year. But today, Kathleen Kennedy comes out and quotes herself and says, "I'm not retiring, I will be making movies till I die." And everyone saw this as like, oh, so she's not stepping down from Lucasfilm president? No, she didn't say she was, but she said she was stepping back. But she wants to choose who takes over the franchise now. But she's still going to be producing films. Kathleen Kennedy has done an amazing job in it. You go to IMDb, she's done an amazing list of films producing-wise. E.T., Jurassic, the Indiana Joneses, there's countless ones out there. The Back to the Futures, maybe? I might be wrong on that one, but she's done amazing, especially with Steven Spielberg. Yeah. She's produced a lot with Steven Spielberg. And I'll say this, she's done a great job in that, but she can't lead. She can't do the Steven Spielberg job. She's under. She does a good job under somebody, not above somebody. And she and that's been proven by her leadership running Lucasfilm.
Yeah. And perhaps, maybe we're wrong, and maybe it was just the Disney effect, because she didn't have too much time between getting the gig and then Disney coming into it.
Yeah.
So maybe we're wrong, and maybe it's the pressure from Disney that ruined it. But
it's just
something's
been
got to change.
It's been consistently poor, and it's been under her. So if we get a new president and things go to good, we know who is the problem. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see who becomes president. There've been rumors out there. My pick is to do a DC Studios type presidency, like they have with James Gunn and Peter Safran, to have Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. So Dave creative, John also creative, but Dave doesn't cover any business stuff. He's not a businessman. John
Sure.
is, so John can cover that side too.
That's what I've seen Feige's name.
I've
thrown
seen
around a bit.
Feige's name was also come up, so that was a
Just-
list of what experts think will be.
And because they're
Feige's
still
name
in the
was in
same
there.
company.
Yeah, Feige was in there. You know, he hasn't been going well with Marvel, so it wouldn't hurt for him to have a change.
He's built Marvel's empire.
He does. He's built Marvel. He succeeded with Marvel, and it's obviously gone downhill since Endgame, but
But the
he's
Russo
succeeded.
brothers are back for the next Avengers film.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Still.
I feel like Feige's not going to want to leave. He's going to want to stick around for what's to come with all the X-Men
Yeah.
stuff that's apparently coming in the future, the Avengers movies that are coming out, Fantastic Four coming in. I feel like there's a lot happening in the near future with Marvel that Feige's going to want to be there for.
Sure.
But I would love to see Feige at Lucasfilm turning it around. Imagine that. Yeah. But my number one pick is to have a dual presidency like DC have with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and have John and Dave. That would be the dream.
And they disagree. They're
Yeah,
not just
no.
completely
And
one-minded.
you need that.
Yeah.
You need that. Opens up more. Now,
I wouldn't mind with Jon Favreau. At
even
least
just Jon Favreau.
Dave Filoni probably more than the creative.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Dave can't.
John-
Dave's not a businessman.
No.
John partly is. Another one that was up there was a dual one between Kerry Beck and Dave Filoni. Now, Kerry Beck is Kathleen Kennedy's second in command.
Right.
So she's been a
Okay.
part of every
She probably
decision
will.
Kathleen's made. I won't be surprised if she is the one, just her. And if it is, I don't think much will change. I feel like if John and Dave went in there and they look at what's to come up and they see there's a Rey movie coming, I feel like Jon Favreau has the balls and he doesn't care. He'll say, "We don't need a Rey movie right now. We're not doing that anymore."
What if it's George again?
That's the ultimate dream. That's my pick. Sorry. That's my pick, is obviously George Lucas to come back. Obviously, that's my number one pick. That's everyone's number one pick.
I
but
mean,
they
that
don't
would
unfortunately
fix Disney stocks.
Yeah,
They're down.
it would fix it all.
Just
It'd
the
be
name
back.
of him coming
Anything he
back.
would make would be right because he's the creator. He can't make any bad stuff. I live by that.
It would.
I love
It would
it.
also just do well just on the IP, like
Yeah.
him
To have the
making
creator
it.
back,
It would
yeah.
be free money, even if he made it. Even if it made shit movie.
But I don't think he will.
No, he wouldn't.
Um,
Who else could? I don't. There's plenty of other just heads that we don't know the names of.
yeah, definitely. There'll be heaps of executives. You watch it be some person we've never ever heard.
Probably.
Some this executive businessman.
And then we'll have to just check on what they've done.
yeah.
Check their resume.
But John, I can really see John being, if he becomes it, he's like, he'll look at what's to come. He's like, we don't need a Rey movie. We're not doing that anymore. He has the balls to do that. He has the guts. He doesn't care. And he would do what actually the franchise needs. Jon Favreau, we need that kind of person in there. See, Dave Filoni, I love Dave. He's a big suck up to Kathleen Kennedy. If it was just Dave as the president, which he can't do, I hope that doesn't happen. It's just too much for Dave. He won't be able to focus on certain things like his own project with Ahsoka and thing. It'd be too much for Dave if he's just the president. He would continue with Rey, I feel. Just he sucks up to Kathleen too much, which is okay. She's his boss. She's his boss. But John and Dave would be perfection. Both of them know so much lore. Both of them have been at the company for so long.
We've
would
seen.
work.
I mean, they didn't do the best with Mando season 3.
That's what I mean. Mando season 3 was like a real step back. What happened there?
Yeah.
Same with the Book of Boba Fett. I like the
But-
Book of Boba Fett. I think it's overhated. It does have its problems. They changed Boba a little
Sure.
bit too much. The first half of the show was great, but the back half of it really
Like
wasn't.
Banta.
Yeah. And then Ahsoka season 1, I loved. On my
I think
rewatch,
we
I
liked
liked
it
it.
more than people
Yeah.
like other people.
After a few months after it came out and I hadn't watched it for a while, I was like, was Ahsoka really that good? We started questioning it. I remember at work one time, we was standing outside at Think Cinema 2 and we were like, Ahsoka really wasn't that great, was it? And you were like, yeah, right? But I rewatched it and Ahsoka's phenomenal. I love the show. And I can't wait for season 2. It's going to be
I don't know
even
if the
bigger and
side
better.
characters were as strong as what they are in Rebels. I don't know if Sabine is as
Sure.
strong. I don't know if Hera is
Sabine
as strong.
was probably the worst bit of this show, unfortunately. But like we got Balin and Shin, they were sick.
She was at Stradberg.
Yeah, remember that? That was crazy. We just missed it.
Yeah.
That was insane. We literally nearly ran into Shin once. We went over to Shreddy and on her Instagram story, she was there.
Yeah.
Like hours before we got there. Shit, I remember that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Was that for my birthday, Shreddy?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mate, yeah, because it was after Ahsoka. The first Shreddy was like a week before Ahsoka. Shit. gonna be crazy. We'll have to see what happens with Kathleen.
Yeah, you'll probably get a lot of it at celebrations.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be the first one. You know,
Yeah,
everyone,
you will be.
everyone's gonna be in the crowd. Kathleen comes out. I am retiring as Lucasfilm president, and everyone cheers. Like, I would feel so bad. Yeah, right. But like, shoot, I'm in that crowd.
Surely, that's where you have to word it so that no matter what they do, it
Look,
sounds like they're upset about it.
But she came out today and said she's not retiring. She's stepping back. She's stepping back. But she doesn't know when. She's not rushing anything. And she said the decision is hers. She's choosing the next president.
Well, yeah, it is hers. She's in charge.
Yes, but her
If
boss
you can
her
figure
boss
out-
should be choosing the next one, not her.
Sure.
That's like if I step down from my job and choose someone else, hire someone else.
So that comes down to trusting the person to make the right decision, not
That-
a biased
yeah.
decision. So if she makes a decision in which she's trained up, say, who'd you say was her underling?
Kara Beck,
Yeah, so how long's Kara Beck been with her?
the whole time.
Her entire career.
Yeah, like 2012, like when she
So-
became Lucasfilm president.
Yeah, so last 12 years. So she's been working to be the next person in charge for the last 12 years? 13 years? So
But you
if
see-
she isn't picked, then it'd be like someone's got to be...
That
having
makes
the
sense.
same
That
kind
does
of-
make sense.
Yeah.
But you follow Kathleen's track record with Star Wars, and it hasn't been great. Like, it just
No.
hasn't. Star Wars has been on the downfall
Since Disney.
Since Disney, it really has. You know, the hype was there for the sequels, but they didn't hit. And it's consistently getting worse and worse. It
There's
is.
been-
There's good projects, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to praise the good ones. Mando Season 1 and 2, amazing. Some of the greatest Star Wars ever made. Andor Season 1. But then you have, like, the Acolyte and the Obi-Wan show, the sequels. Boba.
If the Rey movie... So
And she decided to make a Rey movie, which I still think is such a dumb decision.
if Rey plays the more Obi-Wan role...
We shouldn't be getting Rey back so soon.
No, to be honest, yeah, we haven't even seen her, like... See, at least with Obi-Wan, we saw him kind of grow up. Phantom Menace, he's
We
like
shouldn't be.
early 20s, and then...
Whoever gets in charge
By
needs
revenge,
to step
he's-
away from Skywalker. Go to the Old Republic, please, for 10 years.
I think-
Don't make a movie.
I think the
for
Rey
10
one
years.
is just them trying to redeem the name, and if they can make one good movie, it might turn fans on the other ones. So if they make one banger movie, then it's going to change the way that people look at the other ones. So it might be
Sure,
just a
sure.
redeeming thing.
Mm.
And then if this misses, then I think it's got to be a dump and leave it behind.
Yeah.
Because this is just,
Yeah.
I think, trying to save what they could, what they can with the sequels. If not, then yeah, it's a waste of time.
And
'Cause she's not a fan favorite.
I really hate using this word woke, but parts of Star Wars has become woke.
I think it's coming back.
It is,
We didn't see
sure.
it too much in
but-
Skeleton Crew, I want to say.
But like you
Skeleton
have,
Crew wasn't woke.
you had the leader of Star Wars, of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, the president, the face of it, the person running it, saying the Force is female, saying all this just stupid
Oh.
things, which is so unnecessary and causes so much fan divide. The Star Wars fandom is the worst
I
fandom
think
out
that's
of
just bad
anything.
PR. I think that's just bad PR. 'Cause
It's not needed. Like
I don't think it's her making that decision to say that. I think they're saying, hey, this would be really great if a strong and powerful woman were to say this, which it would be if that was the main demographic.
that's why I think you need to have someone with the guts like Jon
No,
Favreau.
we're not
who-
saying
is
that
it-
people should hate on them either. Because they're not necessarily bad things that they're saying.
But it's just
they
stupid,
might be saying a lot of
unnecessary.
it. Yeah, it might be unnecessary, but
And
it doesn't mean
stupid.
that they deserve. Like, I don't mean you. I just mean like there are people online who are like hating on them and saying that women shouldn't be in Star Wars. And
Yeah,
you
no,
know what I mean.
no.
Like,
Princess Leia, I would say,
Literally.
arguably the
Literally.
most iconic female character in cinema is
Padme
from Star
ruled
Wars
the
from the
world.
start.
Padme.
Padme.
Like she was in control. She was queen
Exactly.
in that movie.
There's always been women in Star Wars. I don't know what the whole propaganda is on enforcing it.
But it's
like
just a PR
Kathleen.
thing, so I get it from that point of view where it's trying to get more women involved in Star Wars because it is a male-dominated thing, but I think it was probably just forced, and then with the shows, Acolyte was probably the worst because of the people involved with it.
Yeah, and
That's
Leslie
where
Headland.
Leslie Headland and
Like she
the
wanted to
actress-
push an agenda like that.
They were
that was her
attacking.
goal.
It wasn't like even as if she was like it's made for women or it's made for different. It was just
She attacked.
She attacked the fans
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I get it. You want to make something broad and out there for a show, for a series that we haven't had it before. Like, sure, I get that. But don't get mad when the demographic of the show that you're targeting doesn't match the theme that you're trying to fit.
Yeah.
Like, if the
Well
theme
said.
that you're making
Yeah.
doesn't fit into the demographic, that's your fault.
Yeah.
The demographic's not going to change for you.
Exactly.
But
Which is why, if Kathleen was just told to, if Kathleen was told to just
They're
say
fine.
that, that's why you need, as a leader, you need to be able to have the guts to say no. That's not. That's stupid. That's just gonna cause diversity and just cause an erupt in the fandom that's already broken and divided. That's why someone like Jon Favreau, who has the guts to say no, Dave Filoni doesn't. I don't think he would have the guts to say no to people. Even Tony Gilroy. Get Tony Gilroy and Dave Filoni as co-presidents. I would be all for that.
Except for Tony doesn't give a shit about Star Wars.
But you got Dave then to implement the
Sure.
law, to implement the knowledge. But you got Tony to actually write the actual quality stories, produce the quality shows and movies. Because honestly, I don't think John would want to do it either. He also does Marvel stuff. He does a lot of other stuff outside of Disney. He wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Back now that RDJ's coming back.
Probably.
At least
I
he'd
don't-
be a bit more involved.
Yeah, I don't think John would actually want to have that job. I feel like he wants to do other things.
Sure.
So, and Tony Gilroy wouldn't. It's probably going to be Carrie Beck.
Yeah.
It could be a deal between Carrie Beck and Dave. That's better than just Carrie Beck.
And they're also just the most recognizable faces.
Yeah.
At least, like for Star Wars.
Or it could be someone we have no idea who.
Like you've got the directors on The Mandalorian. Like you've got.
Yeah.
I can never remember his name.
Rick. You got
Rick.
Rick. Bryce
Rick.
Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas
You
Howard.
want a strong female in charge. Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
She should have done the Obi-Wan show. I stand by that. They wanted a female
She
to do the
could've.
Obi-Wan show. Should have got her to do it.
Yeah.
Deborah Chow really missed with that.
I don't think it was her fault.
But they
I think
also
that she
shouldn't be
have been picked.
hiring-
She shouldn't have
she-
been picked.
And she got picked because they shouldn't be hiring because, we want a female to do a show.
Yeah.
They should be hiring who's the best to do the job.
I think they're stepping away from that. It feels like they are
Good,
at least.
good. They need to be hiring who's the best for the job.
Yeah.
In
Who's the most
anything in the
passionate
world.
about it?
Yeah. Not
Who's
just...
got the best idea?
Yeah. Exactly right. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Celebration will get more details. I'll be there live. I'll be recording it all, uploading vlogs onto the channel, so stay tuned. That's going to be so fun. It's going to be a stressful time, trying to get those videos out. But it's going to be wild. Being in the crowd.
Are you gonna have a laptop or something to edit on?
Yeah, I'm going to bring one over. And-
One?
Yeah, I got
Yes,
my
please.
sister's Mac.
Yeah.
My MacBook. She'll let me take it, so I'll edit just back at the hotel at
That's
night.
gonna suck.
I know, it's going to be crazy.
You might give up and just wait till you get home.
I don't think I will. Honestly, I know because I know how big of an opportunity this is for the
At least celebrations.
celebration.
The rest.
celebration.
The rest. Like
The rest of my trip, I don't even
probably
think I'm
record.
gonna.
Oh no.
I
Universal
feel like I
Studios,
just want to
like
enjoy
Hanukkah.
it. I don't want to be like, oh, I need to record. And in Han's car, I'll record. That's
Yeah,
just
or like
put it
going
here.
like Universal Studios
Sure, but I don't want to be
Disney.
always recording and having focus on. Oh, I need to record this. I just want to enjoy it too.
Sure, yeah.
Meeting Hayden Christensen at celebration.
insane.
I know. Holy
That's
shit.
insane. I told Dylan. He's
Dude,
like,
what am I
that's
gonna?
pretty fucking.
What am I
cool.
gonna say, man?
You gotta write out a script.
I know.
Shit.
I'm gonna have to rehearse it too.
Okay, we'll wrap this up.
Let us know who you want as the next Lucasfilm president. Let us know what you think of the Andor season 2 trailer.
How
it was-
excited you are for season 2?
Yeah, how excited are you?
Not really.
Okay, I'm excited. Like I probably haven't. The last thing I was excited for was Ahsoka. So this is the
Sure.
next thing. Acolyte, I wasn't. Skeleton Crew, I wasn't.
No.
And that's last. And then what else did we get? That was it, really.
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. That was
Which is
fun.
semi-exciting.
Loved that. We loved that.
We knew it was like as soon as we got the first filler episode, we're like, right, this is the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
But,
I'm excited for Andor season 2. I
I'm
just
excited.
can't wait to watch something that's quality and not janky and all
It's
over
also
the
not
shit.
going to take us anywhere. Like it doesn't do anything for the universe.
Yeah, sure. It's more grounded, which
it's going really deep into it.
Yeah.
So far back that it's good. That's kind of what we want. It's feeling more Star Warsy because of that. It's stuck in the middle of the building the Death Star.
yeah.
Whereas Skeleton Crew
And to
is
see
kind of like
Krennic and
out.
that again's gonna be cool.
Skeleton Crew's kind of doing its own thing.
I've
which
already forgotten about Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. But I appreciate that, yeah, it'll be based in time period we recognize, but it doesn't help anyone. Hell, it doesn't help anyone's story, except for Andor. But even outside of that, it doesn't help anyone's doesn't help a Darth Vader storyline.
Sure.
It doesn't help like a Palpatine story. It doesn't grow depth on those characters.
Hey, what if Vader shows up in this? Showed up in Rogue One.
I would hope so, because I've been thinking about this. Like, we've gotten so many Darth Vader Legends books, and we know how in depth he is there. Like, he goes back to Naboo and he meets the handmistress, like the second lady that was Padme's.
Yeah, with Padme.
Yeah, and they spoke, and then she realized immediately that it was Anakin.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect that. No, not especially not from Andor, but just as a thing, I don't expect that. But that kind of movie or show or live action depth, we got a little bit in Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
A little
we
bit.
should have got more.
With Obi-Wan.
It could have been quality more.
Like, that was great.
Yeah.
Maybe we get more of that. I just don't see how they fit it in.
Yeah,
But
I don't see how they fit it in.
nobody gets benefited like that except for really Cassian Andor and some rebels who we won't see, and maybe in the Mando movie. But it'll be like 20 years later, so it won't matter anyway.
That'll be interesting, but I am excited for it. We'll see where it goes.
It'll still be good.
And Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau for Lucasfilm president. Who do you guys want? We'll see you guys in the next episode of the movie pod. This was fun to talk about Star Wars again. Just doing an episode, just talking about rambling about Star Wars. It's been a while, but it's fun. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye bye.